Saro Sauvapavanasano Mangalanam cha Sauvesim Padamam Havai Mangalam. Today's subject is Kal Chakra, Jain cosmic wheel of time, but this is mostly we're going to concentrate on Bharat and Airavat Kshetra. You know, things are different in Mahavida Kshetra. So let's see where is Bharat Kshetra. So you can see Bharat Kshetra is on the right hand side, and the other side is Airavat Kshetra. In the middle is Mahavida, and there are 4 more in between. So total of 7 big Kshetra in Jambudvip. This is part of Karma Bhumi. So, see Airavat way up on the top? It's on the other side of Bharat, exactly opposite of Bharat. You know, unfortunately my this beam doesn't work on here, but it's, you know, it does, really? But it doesn't go on a screen. Right. So, right. Those are total of 7 Kshetra. And today we're going to cover Kal Chakra, Bharat and Airavat, which is the other side. So, we did Jain Universe, and Jambudvip and Milky Way looks very similar. The 7th Kshetra of a Milky Way is, and then there are 7 arms of Milky Way. So this is Milky Way, and you can see the sun in between, nearby 6 sun between Orion spur. There is a sun between 6 and 4. The Jambudvip is 100,000 light years in diameter. And in a Jain universe, we figured out that it's 2.2 billion light years compared to Raju. Raju is 22 billion light years. And middle world is 1 Raju, and 1/10 of that is Jambudvip. So what we're talking about is huge numbers. So Airavat Kshetra or Mahavida Kshetra, it's in our Milky Way, but we haven't gone out of our own solar system, which is only 250,000 miles to the moon. So there may be, you'll see more slides, that there are many planets like Earth nearby us, especially in a Milky Way. And there's a telescope out called Kepler, and he's capturing all of those exoplanets where there could be a life. So we are using the same. Yes. Yeah. Everybody knows what light years is. Right. So this just gives you an idea where we are. So this is Milky Way. See, in the middle is the Mahavida Kshetra. Our part is Bharat Kshetra. It's the bottom one. And the way up top is Airavat Kshetra. So today we're going to talk about Kal Chakra in those 2 Kshetra. Right. It's nothing told by Aryan Lord. This is just, we are comparing between Milky Way and Jambudvip, because science is telling us what is out there. You know, Bhagavan told us after Jambudvip there is a 2.5 Adidvip, and then you go to Nandishwadip. In between unaccountable oceans and dweeps. Now, the Hubble scope has gone to that distance and he has noticed everything. So metaphor was that the oceans are nothing but the nothingness, vast area. And all the Pudgal where they live, those are the galaxies. And those could be the dweeps. So this is just a observation by main scientists, because you can't have circular rings all over the place and circular dweep. But that was not a geographical map. It was more like a statical map. The area may be the same, but it wasn't a geographic map. And we covered those in our Jain universe. If anybody's interested, I think Pradeep Bhai has downloaded uploaded that video, and you will see regarding seventh kshetra and timing and how we came up with these numbers, because yojan numbers varies from different scriptures to scriptures. And Jaini is one of the most scholar one. He came out to be yojan about 500,000 miles. 500,000 miles. So if you consider that, then our Jammu is about 2.2 billion light years. And each light years is 5.9 trillion miles. So we're talking about huge numbers, And these are some of the exoplanets. And you can see 2,000 exoplanets are close to us. And you can see the Earth, size of the Earth. So they're looking for moisture because they think that unless there is a water, nothing can live there, or a frozen ice. Frozen ice. So this is that Kepler mission, and that has gone about 64 million miles from our Earth and found about 4,600 candidates that could be the Earth, similar to Earth. So now you know where can be, all other seven kshetra or Adi Dweep, part of Adi Dweep, there could be an intelligence life. So it just gives you some idea where other kshetras are. Now I go back to Jain believes that time cycle, Kal Chakra, is infinite without any beginning or end. Just like a circle that is no beginning or end, Kal Chakra rotates ceaselessly. There have been an infinite number of time cycles before us. Before our present era, there will be infinite number of time cycle after this age. And each of those cycles, we know third and fourth ara, we have a 24th Tirthankar in Bharat Kshetra. And Mahavira Kshetra is a different story. We'll cover those. Every time cycle is further subdivided into two equal halves, Utsarpini and Avsarpini. First half is progressive cycle, ascending order. The other one is regressive cycle or descending order. Every Upsarpani and Avsarpani is divided into 6 equal periods we call ara. So we are in the 5th ara. 1, 2 are huge. Third, at the end of the third, Rishabdev Bhagwan was there. And then in the 4th, other 23 Tirthankar attain Nirvana. And we have just started in the 5th ara. We may be here for only, I think, 18,400 years left in the 5th ara. And 6th ara is another 21,000 miles, 21,000 years. So let's see what is unequal periods. So one Kal Chakra is make up of those two Utsarpani, Avsarpini. Each half cycle is 10 Kroda code Sagarupam. And you know what Kroda code is. 10 millions times 10 millions. And Sagarupam is 1 quintillion Palyopams. These numbers are mind-boggling. And what is Palyopam? Palyopam is time requires to empty a tank which is 512 cubic miles in dimension, filled with the hair of a newborn baby. Those are the most finest hair. And each hair is removed once every 100 years. So those are so this is the test of faith. You know, there is no scientific proof. You just believe what is in the scriptures, you know. And here you can see, right, exactly. Sagarupam is SU is the ocean, right? Sagar is ocean. So the smallest one unit is Samai. That's very, very small. And you can see those Kal Chakras time cycle. Those are the huge. You know, how long it takes to go from here to Siddhashila? One summer. So once you destroy your karmas, your path is straight up, and before you, I mean, one summer is, I mean, it just, you know, I can't even say it's blink of an eye. There are probably million summer in a blink of an eye. So this is the Kal Chakra, you know, it's, this is the Avsarpani and Utsarpani, and you could see those 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know, and each cycle is 20,000 trillion Sagarupam years. Bharat and Airavat Kshetra. Bharat and Airavat Kshetra. No, no. Earth is very, very, very fraction of Bharat Kshetra. You know, all the Naryadesh, it all comes in Bharat Kshetra. You know, that's what I was trying to tell you is, even in Bharat Kshetra, there are thousands of solar systems like ours, and there could be many, many exoplanets, and there could be all this Anaryadesh, you know, the scriptures which are very close to our Earth. There are 5 Meru Parvat. You know, there is one in Jambudweep, one in Pushkardweep, one in next one, you know, Adidweep. So there are 5 Jambudweeps. I mean, sorry, 5 Meru Parvat. Which, you know, I don't know, I have slides on that, but there are 5. So there are 5 in Pushkarvat and Ghatki Khan. So that 5 times 3 becomes 15. And those are the Karma Bhumi. We covered, you can look at those Jain universe, you know, we discussed where it could be all. So these are the declining and rising. Now we'll talk about declining, right? Avsarpani cycle is regressive or descending. During the Avsarpani, from progress to development to happiness, age is huge, strength and body is huge, physical, mental condition, life supporting condition, they go from best to worse. So 5th and 6th going to be worse. So during Rishabdev Bhagwan, his height was 4,500 feet. And we know in the fourth ara and fifth ara about 6 feet. And sixth ara would be about one hand, even smaller. And everything same way, we'll go through each one, that it's down cycle. It's down cycle. Fourth ara, Mahavir Swami was the last one, was around 6 feet. We are in fifth ara. So we're going to start going down, right? But fourth ara, it started with, at the end of three ara, 4,500 feet was the height of Adishwara Bhagavan. So everything is like going to go in a weird down cycle. That's called declining cycle. Declining cycle. Right. So they say 9 feet equal to one dhanush. Yes. So approximately 18,000 years are left before we hit the sixth ara. Okay. Right. Like this. Okay. When Sarpani phase ends, the Utsarpini phase begins. But when that begins, first and second, sixth and fifth is similar like ours, fifth and sixth. Then 1 and 2 is similar like 5 and 6. So for 80,000 plus years, we won't see any other Tirthankar. And then, we'll see Tirthankar in a fourth ara. So Utsarpani is other way around. It goes little by little, progress, development, happiness, same thing, but they go in a worse condition to the best. They go from other side. So now see the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We are in the fifth ara. Then 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, rising. And 5, 6, 1 and 2 are all 21,000 years in time zone. Dukkam. But we'll bypass and go to Mahavida Kshetra by that time. So that's our goal is. This only we believe in the scriptures, whatever written in scriptures, we don't know. But humans are in a right. They're right. All Adidvit, they are agree. But you can see that here, this one has a little more pictures. Way up on the top is the sixth, first ara, and those are all the days of Kalpa Vruksha. These people were very honest. There is no kashaya to them. First and second, we'll go and one. And third, the fourth one, you can see the Tirthankar Bhagwan, third and fourth, and you can see fifth and sixth, pain, sorrow. And again on the fourth, you see Tirthankar Bhagwan. And then we are going towards rising, and then happy time again. So first one is utmost happiness and no sorrow. Moderate happiness, Sukham Kal, is the second one. Moderate happiness and no sorrow. Sukham Dukham, happiness with little sorrow. And then dukham sukham, sorrow with little happiness. And fifth one is sorrow. We are in the sorrow period. It's it's overall, it's as we go past more years, it's gonna get worse. You could just feel global warming. If global warming takes care, and we cannot even breathe. If some area, even in New Delhi, and you go to China, there's some place you can't even breathe. There is no air. The water is polluted. Little by little, we're seeing all of this. People are really afraid. Huh? Right. Agree. Very true. Very true. Right. Agree. Agree. We have to we have to consider dukh as a sukh. Agree. Agree. Sukh ne dukh ganwanu, dukh ne sukh ganwanu. Yes. 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 So sixth one is extreme sorrow and misery. This is the time of absolute happiness. It's a long period of time. This is where Yuglik, born as a twin, and a boy and a girl. You know. Right. Agree. Agree. All the needs and desires of people are fulfilled. 10 different kind of kalparuksha. Whatever they need, they hope, and Bruksha provides them everything. The tree provides clothes, pots, pans, beautiful flowers. There is no killing, no crime. For drinking water, don't know. Whatever. This is what agree, but they may not want to spill it. We don't know. But anyway. So this is Kalpa. It gives everything. Wish fulfilling tree. Kalparuksha. Now time has changed, so you can get pizza. I'm just kidding. So now the second one. This is the phase of happiness, but it's not absolute. The wish-giving tree still continues to provide for the people needs, where the people are not as tall and do not live as long. They were living. Uh, yeah, the wish. Okay. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Sound will come. This is the speak. Go and speak.
Okay. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Sound is
Still touching. Okay. So wish-giving tree still continues to provide for the peoples of need, but little by little, they're not providing as much as they used to do in first era. You know, object of land and water becomes less sweet and fruitful than they were doing the first era. Third one is good and bad. During this period, the Kalpavriks do not consistently provide what is desired. Toward the end, this period, current time cycle, Rishabdev became the first Tirthankar. And then he started teaching everybody. He realized that things were going to get worse, so he taught people arts, including sewing, farming, cooking, which enabled them to depend on themselves. He also introduced political system and became the first king. The era came to an end 3 years and 8 months after the nirvana of Rishabdev Bhagwan. The first Chakravarti, Bharat Bahubali, also known for his strength, and Brahmi, who's devised 18 different alphabets with Rishabdev. Sure, sure.
Okay, try that.
Hello, hello,
So let me see the song.
hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Jai Janendra. Amo. So now we go to Dukham Sukham, fourth ara, bad, good. More misery, sorrow and suffering from happiness, unhappy, happy. Height of human being became 500 Dhanushya. One with every progressive decrease, it was reduced only to average 6 feet. That's what Mahavir Swami was. Even the period of age limit was reduced. Approximately 100 years, 100 years and less at close of the era. At this time there was much happiness, but the slight misery. The land was fertile and produced abundant fruits. In the first and second era, even third and fourth, um, people were very honest. They were very honest. Every time Paryushan Bhagwan, Mahavir Swami went and gave sermon, there were hundreds of people took diksha. You know, and then right now, because of this ara or whatever you want to say, how many people really, take diksha. People were very honest those days. So now if we compare in this fourth ara, 21st Tirthankar Naminath attained nirvana 500,000 years before second Tirthankar Naminath. 22nd Tirthankar Naminath, about 500 years ago, Lord Krishna time. And that time was used to be called Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga. The 20th Visma Tirthankar Muniswar attained nirvana 11 lakh years or 101.1 million years before Naminath. So now in fourth era, 23 Tirthankars attained nirvana. Kal Chakravartis, Dhatmani Vasudev, Baldev, and other Prati Vasudev. This era came to an end 3 years and 8 months after Lord Mahavir Nirvana. And that's the end of fourth era. So the next Tirthankar is our part of the universe will be born in the beginning of third era of the next rising half cycle, approximately 81,000 years from now. During and third and fourth, every rising, declining era, 24 soul becomes Tirthankar. We know Krishna Bhagavan going to be Tirthankar in next Chovisi, in Bharat Set. The 20 Viharman Tirthankar existing at present Mahavida Kshetra were born at the same time just after the Nirvana of 17 Tirthankar of Bharat Kshetra, Bhagwan Kunthunath. See, get idea now? Yeah. All of them took Diksha together just after Nirvana of 20 Visma Tirthankar Muniswat Swami. Just after 1 month becoming ascetic, they all attain omniscience. They all will get liberated at the same time after Nirvana of the seventh Tirthankar of future ascending cycle of time, Sri Udayanath. This fourth ara always exists in Mahavida Kshetra. Environment is the same, just with Mahavida Kshetra. So that's, we have to stop by at Mahavida before we reach moksha. So, and everybody flies, so we have collected enough those mileages. You know, all we have to do is purchase the proper tickets with getting Samyak Darshan, Gnan and Charitra. Tadeva Rijya Bohim Bhave Bhave Pasa Janichanda. Hey Prabhu Parshanath, please grace me with Samkit Darshan. So every life cycle I get Samkit Darshan. You could be even in a place you don't want to be, but with Samyak Darshan you will get strength enough to still follow that proper path for liberation. So, you know, so this like gives you an overall idea about the height and Adinath 4,500 feet. And look at the age. And Purva is 70.56 billion years. So from height 4,500 to 6 feet. And this would again go on a reverse cycle in the next yes. So and then it will go up. Right, right. Dukham, this is the phase consisting more misery, age, height, strength of a human being will decrease. Ara is currently prevailing. It is Ara of one that began little over 2,500 years ago, after Mahavir Swami. No one born doing spiritual gains salvation. You know, we can't go to moksha. Suffer, you know, I can go, skip through slides if, you know, so right. Agree. Then you going directly to, right. Then, you know, many souls will go to Mahavida Kshetra and then, you know, listen to Simandar Swami, Samavasaran and, you know, go that way. So this gives you an encouragement to do right things for all of us. Yeah. So, yes. Dukh is Sukh. The height and strength of the human will decrease. Most people will be non-vegetarian. Weather will become extreme. We can start seeing that of global warming. Days will be hot, nights will be very cold. Many people will be living in caves underground. Due to this, the world will be a rotting wasteland with little food or water. At that time, at the end of 6 hour, a violent wind would destroy trees and earth. All living beings become unconscious. At the end of this, Utsarpini will start and time will take upward swing. Nourishment to those seed on once again grow. Misery will diminish, happiness will increase until absolute happiness is once again reached. Utsarpini Kal, the order of aras are reversed. The sixth and fifth aras are first and second. In this manner, sixfold variation of wheel of time operates only in Aryakhand, Bharat and Airavat. We're talking only about Bharat and Airavat. Any idea what happens into other kshetra? I was not able to find. Right, but other in between Himavat and other one. Anyway, this is the summary of what we did. Happy to misery. And then this is the one going upward. Now durations. Ara 1 is 4 Kroda Kodsagrupam. 4, 3, 2. The fourth one, big variation. 1 Kroda Krod to 42,000 years. Big variation. And then 5 and 6 is very at 21. Okay, I agree. We just have to follow the proper path. Average height. Now this one is interesting. The ribs in a first ara is with 256 ribs, first, and then goes down to 128, 64, 32, 16, and 8, So, this is a good story, because I feel that I'm stubborn like a mule many times, So, one day, a mule fell in the farmer's well. The farmers heard the mule praying, or whatever mules do when they fall in a well. Carefully he assessed the situation, and he decided that mule nor the well was worth for trouble saving. So he called his neighbors and decided that let's get rid of the mule and the well. So they came and they hauled dirt, and they were trying to bury the old mule. And so this way, we get two things done. This well is no good. They continue shoveling the dirt. And then, as soon as there is some more dirt, he would shake it off. And he figured out that if I can do that, I'm going to go up and I can get out of this well. So shake it off, step up. Shake it off, step up. No matter how painful those blows of dirt were, shaking it off, stepping it up, he said, boy, I can get out of this well. What seemed like it would bury him and actually helped him because of not giving up. Because of not giving up. So, motto of this story is, we never need to compromise Jinwani. Try to follow and do the best you can. Shake off all the mithyatva by attaining Samkat Darshan. To attain Samkit Darshan, you have to have Darshan Sapta. You have to get rid of those darshan mohaniya karma, mithyatva, samkit and mishra, and avoid ananta bandhu kashaya. Ananta bandhu kashaya was the one when Mahavira poured those lead in his assistants when he didn't listen to his order, and those nails were inserted in his last life, you know. And I think Mahavir, during 12 and a half years, he never screamed. Even when they pulled, they put the nails in his ears, he didn't, he was quiet. But when they pulled, the pain was so intense, he screamed. They were like a thorn, like a nails. Right. So this reminds me, you know, whenever I want to do something, I can't. I think like I'm stubborn like a mule, but I still need to work hard and, you know, achieve little by little, you know, what we want to. Right. So anyway, conclusion, Kal Chakra theory cannot be scientifically proved or historically demonstrated. It's based on a Jain scriptures. Each of these are progress into next phase seamlessly without any apocalyptic consequence. Increase and decrease in the happiness, lifespan of the people and general moral conduct of society changes in phase and graded manner as the time passes. No divine or supernatural beings are credited or responsible with these spontaneous temporal changes, either in a creative or overseeing role, rather than human beings and creatures are born under the impulse of their own karma. So I want everybody to pay attention to this one. You know, this is my last slide. Concentrate on illustration and observe. The soul attains Siddhashila state, is free of all karmas by burning and reducing to ash. All 8 karmas shows a piece of wood. You know, it's a piece of wood. In the fire of penance, meditation, self-realization, equality, equanimity, unbreakable faith in Arihant Lord teaching. As lotus flowers bloom when sunlight falls on it, 8 natural attributes of the soul spontaneously appear with destruction of 8 karmas. And then you get 8 attributes of Siddha Bhagavan: infinite knowledge, perception, happiness, flawless conduct, supreme power, formlessness, masslessness, indestructible constitution, we call Akhandanand. So in this Siddhasila, innumerable soul exit in oral form as the flame fuses into another innumerable soul in their external oral form fuse and occupy the same space, but still maintain their individual existence. While concentrating on the Siddha, if one meditates about complete, healthy, blissful, all-endowing, eternal happy form, the same attribute starts appearing within one's own soul. We wish nothing but the best in your spiritual journey to achieve purest of Acharya, purest of conduct, equality and equanimity, leading to moksha. Jai Jinendra, and thank you very much. Akhandanand. They don't, whatever they want to wish, they do. Anyway, thank you, Michhami Dukkanam. Shashan viruddha kai કહેવાયું હોય તો મન વચન કયાથી મિચ્છામિ દુક્કડમ. Shall we recite Naukar mantra one more and then we can disturb, you know? Namo Arihantanam, Namo Siddhanam, Namo Ayariyanam, Namo Uvajjayanam, Namo Loe Savasahunam, Eso Panchakamkaro, Sauva Pava Pranasano, Mangalanam Cha Sauvesim, Padamam Havai Mangalam. I want to thank you. Pradipbhai has been loading all my slides, all the lectures, so anybody who wants to view it later, he's doing same thing for morning lectures, evening lecture of Pujya Girishbhai. So I want to really thank you for his dedication, service to Jain Center. Jain Center. Jain Center. Any questions or any discussion? We are, we are off. So, whatever, if anyone has some question, allowed to. And since Pradipbhai is here, yeah, thanks for coming. Pradipbhai is here, he's my, he can, between us, hopefully we can answer if you have some questions, or guide you to where to look. But the numbers are just mind-boggling, Palyopam is so huge, forget about Sagropam, So many Sagropam, it's just like, agree. Universe. And Niranjan Bhai, that gives you an idea that Asankhya, Samudra, and Asankhya, and those science is proving it now, that there are not hundreds and billions of stars and billions of galaxies. We saw that. This is again.
Now, if you take Einstein, for example, he's several times lower intelligence. Omniscient lower knows everything about everything about everything.
Okay.
All three times.
Okay. So this is our get on point.
So let's
Now
finish this
talk about
sentence.
other religions. So they think that Jesus is like the one who created everything. Okay. So that's what the confusing part comes for me.
But not all of them are omniscient. We are fortunate that our Margdarshak being he has three main traits. Vitrag, Hitopadesha, and omniscient. So we can check those three.
If you look at all Harihara,
Religions are based on three.
if you look all Harihara, they are not detached. They are always carry weapons. There is food. They don't have a meditated posture. So that's why Mantung Suri say that I went to every Harihara and finally I came to you because whatever answer I needed, I have received from Arihant Lord. All others are not vitragi. There is always some rag and dvesh towards each other.
Which means they are not omniscient.
They not agree. Kevali Jnana. They don't have absolute knowledge.
Shankar Parvati, Vishnu and all that are imagining. They think it's like a human being, how he's running anything possible.
Creator and destroyer of the world.
So they also think in that sense that somebody is creating, somebody is destroying, somebody is managing. So like we do in our house. So they give a bigger look to that one. But they are celebrating Shankar's birthday. He was never born. Parvati was never born. So how can you say that this is his birthday? The same thing Vishnu. So Shankar, Vishnu, Mahadev, they are all imagination of the people's mind. Man created a God in his own image all the time.
So Krishna is the only one. We know that he was in a Naminath period and Krishna is the only one. But then he's becoming our Tirthankar. During the Ram time. Right, going to be, right, right. But look, our Tirthankar told us that water is Vayu. Way, way long time ago. And now science is saying it's H2O, is hydrogen or oxygen. He told us about mediators. He told us about the 30,000 plus microscopic life in a water. If you look at the Tattvartha Sutra, 8.4 million yonis, it's all written up. And science is proving all of this. So if you look at what Kevali Gnan has told us, and reason he did it is because the question what you are asking and I am asking, Bhagwan knew that you will doubt, and that's why he told us everything.
He wasn't deducing.
He figured out.
How,
No, it is not new.
he knew because he was Trikargnani.
Before knowing you figured out something.
No, I thought it was that. It's just coming.
Because he was Trikargnani.
So it is covered up by cover. Like if you, at home, if you clean the window, you don't have to clean the outside. It looks clean and beautiful. And you just have to get rid of the, it's called avron or covering. You see, cleaning that up to getting rid of textile. Goes on my road. Then it is just dying to come out. And everybody's the same amount of things. It's not like you have more, I have more, it's not like that.
One thing that in fourth ara, right? Now he's talking about the fourth ara, right? So they are talking about his age that he was 17. So why they think that aane wala fourth would be the same age? The Tirthankar would be the same age?
Yeah, that would be, you would continue other way around from 4,500 to 6 feet, then it will now be 6 feet and then,
Even now, like fifth ara, we still have some more than
yes,
7, some who's less than 7.
right. So we are going down. By the end will be one hand, you know, right. Just like we saw on a third ara how it went down, you know.
You see, one of the best things to do for us is not worry so much about
Right.
geographical, they are very complicated and subject to interpretation. But the goals they give us for how to become Gujarat, that has not changed the whole time. And that has been protected very well, extremely well. If you're absolute faith in that, then all problems can be solved. By having a deep doubt and what life runs too short, so then we'll run out of our lifetime before we actually figure things out.
But
I mean, see, in today's world, we always reason out something, or we try to find out why,
But see,
I know, but
here's the problem. Our intelligence compared to omniscience.
nothing.
If you take Pacific Ocean and go there with a spoon and take 1 spoon of water, that's the comparison. So how will you have figured out all this? It is said that as you get closer, you see more. So we cannot know the whole world in our present state. But as you get cleaned up, you automatically, you know,
and then
but we start with the stage and
See, when we, okay, so let us do that. When we were growing up as a children, we hardly reasoned out the situation.
agree.
Parents ने बोला है,
Right.
बोल रहे हैं तो सही है,
Agree.
right?
Agree.
We were doing that.
Agree.
Today's kids,
Right.
anything you say, they reason out or they
Agree.
they want to find the reason.
Agree.
That's
Very
why,
true.
in my mind always
Agree.
बच्चे लोग
Very
कहते हैं
true.
because they are at least thinking that
Agree. Very true. Very true.
so अगर हम reason करें तो are we wrong or we right? That's
we're wrong. I'll tell you why we're wrong. It is the most intelligent thing to do to trust somebody who really knows. For example, if you meet somebody in stock market
I was-
and you see absolutely clearly that he knows 100% of what's going to happen. Now, will he use your intelligence or his intelligence to buy the next stock? You can't figure, you don't have enough time to learn that. But if he's on your side and you trust him, what do you see when a kid crosses the street? Does he trust his own intelligence or grab mother's hand? Why is that? That's the smartest thing you can do.
No, but the moment they grow up,
So
they
they
start
start,
talking.
they think they grow, but they're
This is
really
why the true guru, is the most important. They say if 108 virtues of Panchaparameswari, if you get a right guru, it's 1008.
Give me that.
Oh, padhegi?
Right word.
Oh, shoot.
It's okay, now it again. Thank you. I think the smartest thing we can do is to learn somebody who knows more.